Hello. Happy Wednesday, collective. I'm going to do another quick reading for us. Whenever this finds you, there will be messages in it for you. My readings are timeless, but it is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and flip the energies for where you see fit. So as I'm starting this reading, there's heaps of cockatoos outside going off, and I'm loving it because cockatoos represent messages from spirit. And how beautiful is that? As I'm starting this reading for you guys, I love cockatoos. I use one of their feathers every single day for cleansing. They are beautiful birds. They're hilarious. They're larrikins. They love a good banter. They know how to assert their energy into whatever space they walk into, fly into. They're loud and they're proud, and they don't give a fuck who hears them. It's what our message from spirit, I feel like, is today, that they want us to be loud and proud and take up space wherever we are. Know that we shouldn't dim our light for whoever is in the room who doesn't agree with what we wear, what we say, who we are. It is sticking to and respecting our own energy no matter who's looking. It also feels like there's a lot going on with our collective right now, having to stick up for ourselves, understanding that we can't just be all love and light and rainbows, and it would be lovely, but rainbows don't happen unless there's a bit of a storm. There has to be shadow with our light. There has to be balance. Otherwise, we're not being realistic. We're being fake. People piss us off. That's true. It's what happens. I like to usually look behind that and be like, okay, is this person allowed? If this person is triggering me, there's a reason for it, and there's a mirror here that I can see about what I can work on for myself. But sometimes the mirror is trying to show you that we have to stick up for ourselves. You have to assert your boundaries with certain people. You have to be able to turn around and say, hey, you're being a dickhead. Fuck off. And if you can't, then removing yourself from that situation where this person may not be treating you respectfully is what I definitely suggest. But sometimes people just need to be told to fuck off. Alright. What else have we got here, collective? Highest timelines, highest messages for our collective, please, spirits. Can I get more, please? So there may be some situations that you're realizing had a bit of illusion to them. Maybe a relationship doesn't have to be romantic. This could be any type of relationship. You may have been keeping the peace because it was just easier. You may have been trying to be the bigger person, understanding that somebody else, they're not at the same healing stage as you in life, where not to be a dickhead to other people. So you've had some compassion for this person because we've all been there. We've all had to learn. We've all had to evolve, but some people are just not at that stage yet. So having compassion for them is beautiful. But it looks like it was hurting you. And I wonder why this has come up the way it did when I began this reading. But it's part of the process that Spirit are trying to show you right now is that the bullshit needs to be called out. The illusion needs to be magnified for you right now and highlighted so that you can learn parts of yourself that you weren't allowing to. It's like that protective side of you isn't there's a leak there. There's an energetic leak where there's disrespect that's been happening, and it's self-love needs to be at its all-time high right now, and part of that means protection, healthy boundaries, not allowing people to treat you like shit and then still just smile and wave, boys. No, give them the finger. It can't all be like that, babe. I wish it could, but it's fake. You have to call out the bullshit for what it is. Because it's part of our journey. Is like, spirit can't give to you this magnificent life that it wants to give to you, because it needs to be respected. It needs to be held sacred. It needs to be protected. And if you're not able to call out people for their bullshit in the simplest ways, for like when it's really, really wrong that somebody's acting this way, and someone's able to treat you the way that they are, if you're not able to call that out, how are they meant to give you greater responsibility? How are they going to give you things that are even more valuable when you're not keeping parts of yourself safe and sacred? So the message this week is to hold yourself to that. You are a beautiful, sacred being who needs to be respected and loved, and you deserve to be treated the way that you treat others. And if somebody can't do that, and if somebody can't take accountability for their own actions, and they're not even going to say, I'm sorry, then they need to fuck off. And you're allowed to say that to them. I give you permission. Spirit gives you permission. There's something happening with divine timing here. It's like we're waiting for something to click into place and to happen for us. We're waiting for some sort of reward, some sort of like upgrade to happen. And yes, there's many happening. There's so many little bits and pieces that are happening for our collective. I know it. I can feel it. I'm experiencing it. But there's some big things that we're waiting to happen. And once some of this clicks in, some of this knowing how to respect and protect ourselves, we're going to be really amazed at the things that roll in for us. Closing message, please, Spirit. Ooh. May sweet and soft things find you. This is bringing harmony. This is easing your life. This is healing your inner child. This is allowing softness by taking the hardness out. Just because you're not saying it out loud doesn't mean that somebody treating you like shit and disrespecting you isn't creating hardness somewhere in your subconscious. This is healing things by allowing allowing yourself to stick up for yourself. Somebody's taught you that it's not okay to stick up for yourself somewhere in your life, and it's probably in childhood. And this is something that you're healing right now. Thank you so much for joining me, collective. I will see you on Sunday for our longer one. Thank you. Love you. Bye.